Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we will continue our series of Pandas Python tutorials. We will see some advanced level functions of Pandas for the time series analysis that we were doing. So we will see, so I have downloaded a sample data related to finance. So I will try to show you how it looks like. Then we will see some analysis on this, okay? So let's say this is how the data looks like. It has columns like gender, age, investment avenues, mutual funds, equity market, debentures, government bonds, fixed deposit, okay? And we have some columns like duration, okay? Invest monitor, is it monthly, bi-weekly, daily, what are the expectation, okay? All these things are there. Now let's assume what we are trying to do is, let's say, one second, okay. So let's say you might have heard of the window function, right, in SQL where you perform all those things. So let's say I want to know that uh, what is based on the gender, I want to perform this mutual fund summation, let's say. Okay, I want to know that totally based on the gender, how many people are using this mutual funds. Okay, so can you see here the age 34 is given, 23 is given, and all these things are given. Okay, so now I want to know that totally what is the summation of these mutual fund flags based on the gender. So how will I do it in pandas? So basically this is a group by clause. So let's say I named it as df group as my data frame. Then what I want to perform is df by, okay, df dot group by. Now on what basis I want to perform, can anybody tell? On gender. Okay, so let's say I want to perform a sender. Then after that what I want to do, so group by clause, you understand, right, what I'm trying to do here. So let's say now value is mutual funds. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to perform this summation on mutual fund sum function, let's say. Okay, this is done. Now let's see how our function looks like. Dot head, df group dot head. Can you see we got the expected output, right, based on the female and male. So you already know that what I'm trying to do here, right? So now assume that you have a particular windows, like just like in SQL you have windows, right, in where you partition it by and perform your average or summation or like rolling average, moving average, all those things. So what I'm trying to say here is, let's say I have a particular investment avenue here. For example, let's say this one, take this avenue, okay. Now mutual fund, equity, all these things are debentures, government bonds, everything is there, okay. Now what I want to perform is based on the gender and given in a particular avenue, I want to see that totally how many people are using that. Okay, so can you understand it, like what I'm trying to do? So I want to perform this particular summation, what I did here, on particular avenue, that means mutual fund avenue. Let's say mutual fund, mutual fund is a one window, equity is a second window, or window by window I were bound to perform based on my gender. So imagine how will the output will look like. So mutual fund avenue will have female and male, then equity segment will have male and female, and the summation of the flags that we want to perform, whatever it may be, anything, okay, whatever summation we want to perform. So I will show you how we are going to do this, okay, like what is the syntax, how we can do this. I'm just going to show you this. Then columns and all, you can decide that whatever, it can be any column, okay, whatever you want to perform. So let's say, okay, something, let's say df window, Now what I want to do here is, let's assume that I have a window of 3. Okay, let's assume that I am supposing that, okay, I want to sum these particular window on a fixed window of 3. I'm assuming it, okay, just to give you example. So when I want to sum it in a window of 3, how will I do it? So I will do the same thing. I will just copy it right now. Okay, okay, group by gender, and instead of mutual fund I will write avenue. Okay, now when I want to perform let's say rolling sum, right? Rolling sum, how will I do it? I will use a function called rolling. Okay, and in that I will give a window equal to, let's say, 3. Okay, then dot sum. Okay, let me check if it is working. No, oh, okay. Numeric type is not present. So instead of this, any numeric type we will take, because that is a avenue is a that one like category, right? It's a categorical data. So instead of avenue, I will take fixed deposit. Let's say, okay, okay. So now we got it. Can you understand, right? What analysis I'm trying to perform? This is a very important analysis actually. In finance domain, these are quite often used. Okay, so let me enter. Okay, can you see, right? Female 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, right? So what I'm trying to show here is, this is how we are performing based on a particular window. So when we want to perform mean, like average, right? What we will do, instead of mean we will use average. Okay, this is how we are going to perform. So now what here I will perform is, instead of this gender, if I want to use on a avenues, let's say mutual fund segment, equity segment, every segment. Okay, so how will I do? So let's say I can group it by on a multiple columns as well. Okay, you already know that. Let's say just like in sequence. So I in sequel. So instead of group by based on only gender, I will give gender as well as avenue. Both I will be put in group by clause, and then on this particular fixed deposit value I will perform my rolling mean or rolling sum or anything. Okay, these types of analysis I am showing you, so that even if you don't have SQL access, or you are performing your analysis in Python, you can do it in Pandas as well. Okay, you can do it in SQL as well if you already have a data on that. So that is not a problem, just for the analysis purpose I'm showing you. Okay, I hope you got this. Okay, what I'm trying to perform here. So just imagine what type of financial analysts do here. Okay, the financial analysts, what they do here is, so time series analysis, you know, right? It is not any special categorization. It just means that your data is basically a finance data which varies on time. Okay, any data which is which is like moving on time, anything, it can be sales, anything. Okay, so like let's say your sales is there, your profit is there, your quarter on quarter profit is there, anything which moves on time. So this is how we are going to perform all these things. Okay, so these Pandas series that I'm continuing, right, I'm just showing you some step by step things, that how we are going to perform all those things. Okay, so anything you can imagine, right, in SQL you can perform in Pandas as well. Now joins and all you already know, right? So in Pandas as well we perform the join in the same way. So here in that what we call SQL, how you perform table 1 table 2. So here how we perform df1 dot join df2, then joining condition, then what is the, here we will put joining condition, and then how we are performing that. So we are performing, let's say, in a inner join, how equal to inner. Okay, this is how the joining condition works in what we call Pandas. Okay, so it actually is a similar thing, right? You don't need to remember all this structure and all. Okay, even I don't remember any syntax. Okay, I'm just giving you a rough syntax, even I don't know whether this syntax is correct or not. But the thing is, I know that how to perform join. Okay, I know that I have two tables. That means in Pandas I have two data frame, and I am going to perform left join between the two data frame. Now what I just need to Google the syntax, right? I don't need to like by heart every syntax. That is not the coding. Coding is whether you are able to build the logic, whether you are able to think that how you are going to perform some operation or build your logic. Okay, if you know that, okay, this is how my code should look like, this is how I will build the code, and this will solve this problem. I know this. Okay, this particular code, this particular logic will solve my this particular problem. When I know this, I don't need to like by heart any syntax. Right now I will let's Google the syntax and write the code. Okay, because I have already built a logic, right? So this is how the advanced analytics works. It is never, so you might have seen many people, right? You will see on LinkedIn or any other social media, just go and see, they will say that just learn Power BI, just learn SQL and this pandas and this, and you are a data analyst. Become a data analyst, just learn SQL, Power BI or Tableau or anything. You cannot become any data analyst or data scientist by just by halting this SQL or just Power BI or any BI tool or anything. The tool has no value until and unless you are able to think in that manner. Okay, your approach, what you have seen, right, that there is a separate skill. The job posters always mentioned analytical skill. What is analytical skill? Anybody knows? Like there is nothing called analytical skill which comes separately from anywhere. Okay, analytical skill is this, whether you are going to like approach your problem in an analytical way or not. You are like able to generate solution of your analytical problem or not. That is the only analytical skill required. Okay, it is not that you have to just go and learn SQL, just go and do SQL is what, this is some particular syntax, right? Syntax only, right? That this is how we are going to select data from this database, where this is the filter. So that even a first standard child can learn, right? First standard kid can learn, but that is not the purpose of data analytics. Okay, I hope you are getting my point, what I'm trying to say. Otherwise I would have said that, okay, just keep watching my channel and just learn the SQL syntax and everything. But I'm not just trying to like make you learn about the syntax of anything. I'm just trying to make you learn about the process as well, because process is very important. End result will automatically come if you follow the process properly. Okay, so just try to see this. Okay, because these are some of the particular pandas exercise. So these were the previous videos things that we have discussed. If you have not watched these topics, these are also very important. These are like hierarchical indexing topics and all those topics. Here I have explained in detail about join and merge, what is the difference between join and merge, group by, everything. Okay, so these things I have already discussed, so just go and watch that in the playlist, and that is also very important lecture. So we will continuing this series, and once we will complete pandas, I'm planning to start a data visualization Python library as well, matplotlib and seaborn and all those things. Okay, so just stay tuned to the channel, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Okay, because this series is going to be super important, and after this libraries we will see that what next we are going to start. Maybe we will start something like introduction to big data or anything, because big data is my domain where I work actually. Okay, so that won't be a problem. So please do subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Okay, and please do like the video if you are learning something from our videos. Thanks a lot, we'll meet again. Okay.